and welcome to another To It For Media special interview. I am your host Jhaka, and today I am joined by Director of the Rowing Program of Kids and the Sea, BVI, who is gearing up for a rowing camp this July. We hear all the details after this quick break.
So you're saying I can ask this cat any question?
The cat is connected to the computer. You just type in the question, it will read his mind. There the answer comes.
You're the man! I've been looking for this for weeks.
When you're in need of air conditioning, installation, repairs, or replacement services, Markinson Air Conditioning and Refrigeration has the professional technicians, equipment, parts, and ACs to get the job done right. Markinson Air Conditioning and Refrigeration carries top brands like Daikin, Aircon, Mitsubishi, and more. We're open Monday to Saturday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Located in Fish Bay. Telephone 340-4114 or 343-9511. Markinson Air Conditioning and Refrigeration, providing exceptional services to the British Virgin Islands since 2015.
Father Jesus, that line here long like church service.
Alright, you enjoy the rest of the day. Next customer line, please. Wait, hold on a second.
Yes, Sonny boy, come, yes, son.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sonny boy. Hold on there. You must have cut fun topic.
It's okay, I'll take care of it.
What? No man to take care of me.
How may I assist you? You want top of power?
You want top of power?
Join the prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top Up Turn Up Tuesday. Visit a CCT store today or anywhere CCT Top Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top of power?
Welcome back and thank you so much for staying with us. Like mentioned before the break, we are joined by Director of the Rowing Program for Kids and the Sea, Mr. Brian Liverpool. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
All right, now let's start things off with what exactly is Kids and the Sea? I mean, of course, Kids and the Sea is so involved in the community. It's a common name. You hear KATS BVI, but for anybody who may not be too familiar, what's it all about?
So KATS started in the BVI around 1990. It originally was started in St. Thomas after a group of Boy Scouts drowned. The marine industry came together and they formed with the Rotary program, with the Rotary clubs in St. Thomas. They started a KATS program. Tom and Barbara Gurkha migrated from the USVA over to the BVI, and our local marine industry approached them to start it. Rotary got involved, the marine industry got involved, and KATS was born in 1990. So basically KATS we focus on safety of the sea. We teach the kids rowing, be safety, and have fun on the water. It's amazing to see the kids having fun while being safe. That's the most important part, being safe and having fun on the water.
Of course. Now, with this program, of course, this isn't a brand new program coming to the BVI, but it's being done differently this year. So walk us a bit through the rowing camp and what new activities and involvement we should expect this year.
So KATS, after 2016, I think it was, we were dormant for a while. So traditionally, when KATS was started, it run for the month of July, from June into July for 12 Saturdays. So it was traditionally Saturday mornings from 9 to 12.
So strictly on weekends.
Strictly on weekends, from 9 to 12, and we catered for about 28 to 30 children, students. Last year, we revived the program thanks to persons like Dylan Penn, Matt from HLSCC, the Marine Center. We were talking and we were in a meeting, and I always want to revive the KATS program. It's extremely dear and near to me. And they was like, we have someone we think is perfect to help you to get this done. And Julie was introduced to us.
Of course.
Julie, Superwoman, Julie Snyder. And at that time, she was working for Unite.
Okay.
And she said, maybe we could get a grant from Unite. I've never thought of that, so that was great. So Unite BVI actually sponsored the program starting last year, and the program evolved from being on weekends to a full camp for the entire month of July, and we have now 112 students. This year we've expanded to Virgin Gorda and just one night. We have 14 kids from Virgin Gorda. And all that slot is full, so sorry if someone from Virgin Daughter, you're too late.
Yeah.
But we're hoping to do better next year. And this is all thanks to Unite BVI.
Amazing. Are there any other notable sponsors that you'd like to acknowledge at this time?
Yes, Shipping Registry, HLSCC. Without HLSCC, I mean, they do a tremendous job. Susan at HLSCC, she does a really amazing job with the Marine Center. So the program traditionally was all rowing, all knot tying for the morning. So now it's all day from 8 to 4. And in the mornings, we have the rowing and knot tying. So we teach the kids various knots, like the bowling, one-handed, two-hand, sheep bend. So if you're a sea person, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you don't know if you don't know anything about knot tying or rowing, you're free to come down and take a look anytime during the week for the month of July. So with that, new sponsors, so we have with HLSCC, the kids are introduced to the marine, to the mangroves. So they actually have an entire mangrove program out of the college. And so they learn all the different types of mangrove. You'll be amazed that a 12-year-old kids probably know more than a lot of adults
about the mangroves.
About the mangroves and all that. The Shipping Registry comes in on Tuesday. This is very new this year. Last year they wasn't there, so I'm extremely excited to see how that works. But they're there in the afternoon for 4 hours. They'll be bringing 2 boats, and they'll be introducing the kids to safety. So while the kids will be on a rowboat, they'll be on a real boat, a bigger boat, so they can relate it. It's sometimes it's hard for them to relate from the rowing boat.
To carry across those safety skills.
Exactly. The kids also, some of the kids will do scuba diving. They're be introduction to scuba diving.
The more intermediate swimmers.
Exactly. And the ones that are not as strong but can swim, they'll do snorkeling. And then there is, what else do we do? On Wednesdays, we do the Royal Virgin Islands Yacht Club. The kids do sailing.
Nice.
Altogether, the program, each kid has a value package of about $500. If you had to itemize each session they do and put a dollar value to it, it's probably $500 between scuba diving, sailing, the mangrove tour, the snorkeling, and the kayaking. And
of course, the sponsorship has made it a lot more affordable for parents to send their kids to the camp. About $50, inclusive of lunch.
Inclusive of lunch.
For the kids for the entire week.
Yeah, and when we started, I think we started charging $50. So after 20 years, we're still only charging.
All right, amazing stuff.
Yes.
Now, the camp runs from the 3rd to the 28th of July.
Yeah, that's correct.
And during that time, you did mention it's 112 children, but it's going to be broken up into groups. So about how many children?
28. Each week we'll have 28 students.
All right. Now tell me a bit about the instructors, because I'm realizing that some of the instructors this year are previous members of the camp with KATS?
Yes. So I personally have a vision of fantasy where the program never go dormant. As I mentioned earlier, there's a few years where we went dormant. So this year, what we started is a captain in training program. So we have students that return. So we're creating a life cycle, hopefully. So we have returning students from previous camps. We're hoping those students now go on to be HLSCC students after they graduate from high school. And from then, they can come back and be instructors. So we have mainly 5 instructors.
Okay.
I'm very bad with names, so forgive me anyone if I butcher your name. But we have Miss Smith, Kamala Smith. She's actually a captain. She's a mom. She brings that nurturing for the kids. We have we have 2 sets, I think. They're both students of HLSCC. And we have Dijon.
Bijan.
He's actually
Bijan Smith, right?
Bijan Smith.
Yeah.
He graduated from the MPT program at HLSCC. And once again, I'd like to shout out Matt. Matt is doing a very awesome job with the students of the MPT program. My son personally just graduated from the program.
Congratulations.
Yeah, so I'm very impressed. So to have that caliber of instructors, it is really, all of them are certified with the CPR and all that relevant training. As I said, we have captains, MPT graduates, HLSCC graduates. So I have a rock star team for instructors. So
fantastic.
The kids are in great hands.
Now, with this succession plan, about how old do the kids have to be before they're able to be an instructor? You mentioned
16.
graduating high school, so
16.
about 16?
About 16, yes.
Okay, great. Now, there is mention of continued programming throughout the school year. What is that going to look like for KATS? What's the vision there?
The vision is we will have 100 instructors, more likely Bijan. When Bijan came last year, he was timid, shy. At the end of the program, he turned out to be a superstar. So the vision is to have someone like him to go into the schools during the school year and introduce the kids to not tying, to safety. We start grooming them. The goal is, if we teach the kids from a tender age how precious our marine environment is,
it's going to carry on.
It's going to carry on.
And of course, they're going to teach their friends about it, because when you get young children interested in something, they go home, they tell their parents, their grandparents, their cousins, and it really spreads so well through the community from there.
That is the vision, yes.
Amazing. Now, of course, anything Julie is involved in, it's never one event. It's always look out for the next thing as soon as this is done. So I would assume there is a plan for other events coming up.
Yeah, we have a fundraising coming up. We need money. I mean, Unite is doing an awesome job.
Yeah.
They're paying for all the instructors, for the excursions and the different things, but we need more money, especially to pay someone to go out into the schools
during the school year.
So we have a fundraiser coming up. We haven't nailed down the dates or anything as yet, but the idea we're toying with at this point is we're gonna have cooperations. We're gonna have flow versus CCT and digital in some rowboats. Disclaimer, I do work at Flow, so I'm expecting Flow to win.
As long as you realize where you are and you realize that CCT is going to win, we'll all be okay.
Hopefully I'll get the governor to come and race against the premier. Parents, of course, to race against each other. If Cisco want to race against Trident or whatever, it's nice to create that rivalry. And we have some barbecue. Actually, the students from the MPT program have done an excellent job down at the waterfront at the HLSC Marine Center. They've built a huge dock. So it's a great place for persons to really come out and just use the space. It's a great space to come out and explore and enjoy.
Of course, fun competition, and it's all for a good cause.
Yes.
Now, for anyone looking to get in a sign up quickly for this program, because of course sessions 1 and 2 are already completely full, but sessions 3 and 4 have limited space. How do they do so?
You just go to our website, bvikats.org, and from there you can sign up.
Okay,
And Julie will respond to you very, very quickly.
Very quickly, yeah. Julie is very responsive, so we have no concerns there.
Yeah.
So, of course, thank you so much for your time today. Is there anything else that you'd like to mention before you wrap up?
Yes. Believe it or not, I still have persons who've been around from since 2000. I'd like to shout out Michael Kendall and Jude Noel. Those guys are not staff, they're not paid, and I can count on them anytime to come out and support, whether it's to launch boats, to teach our new instructors. So we do our instructor training prior to the program started, and that is all Jude and Michael and myself. So I really owe those guys a lot. Tom and Barbara, who brought the program to the BVI.
Oh, Tom and Barbara from Parts and Power,
From
right?
Parts and Power. Yeah, they started the KATS program. And Barbara to this day is still involved in this, the swimming program. She's keeping that going strong. So I want to say a big thank you to those guys and the KATS board, everyone on the KATS board. They're doing a good job keeping this program alive.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time today. And of course, we're looking forward to joining you all during the camp. We will be out there with a camera team very soon. Hopefully, I get to stay at least, 50% dry during the camp, but we'll see how things unfold.
Yes.
All right. And thank you all for being a part of this interview today. Of course, stay tuned to It For Media because there is more great content coming up.
Rashford made it. Manchester United have come from behind to lead.
At home or on the go, watch CCT Live. Download our app and carry your favorite TV shows, news, or live sports anywhere you go. Visit cctbvi.com/live, select your package, and tune in.